Should we have like a little intro?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Paul. How have you been?
Tommy.
Great.
Pretty good.
Awesome. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Thought Cluster. It's your boy Grif.
And Luke.
Back at it again with season 1, but episode 14. Fuck me.
Yeah,
That's
14.
Nice. 14. How about that? How about
Sorry, I
that?
didn't mean to clap. There we go.
All right, thank you guys so much for...
Welcome back. We're back
we
with
got some
another
new...
fucking banger.
Fuck hell.
Sorry.
We got, there's some new people, probably, that are watching this. Welcome. God, this is a bad one.
Come on in. Join the cluster.
We did like a little promotional video on Instagram, and Luke, he tagged his with join the cluster or something like that.
Swipe
and that's
up, join the
fucking
cluster.
Good. It's fucking good. I'll make sure we get in the shot. Okay, nice.
The noise.
Am I going to start? So we got, okay, so this is episode
No, I want to
14,
start because you started last time.
And like the past 6 times, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. So.
Alright, so basically.
No,
my
wait a
one-
minute. Okay. So the other day.
We weren't even recording, dude. That whole time, that entire hour, we've just been... No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so the other day I was going through some of your old videos. I think I watched.
Mine or theirs?
Yeah, yours.
Why don't you go through theirs? That's really fucking rude.
Shit, my bad. Okay. No, but I was going through some of your. I think I watched your DIY thing, and
The
then
new
like
one?
the other one like over again. Like I watched it twice, and then I went back and I was just like, because you know how like at the beginning, at the end of your videos, you always have like that little TV screen.
Yeah.
And it has like the adventure vlog of you jumping down or whatever. Well, I've seen it before, but I can't imagine how it feels to other viewers, but it intrigued me, and I went and I watched that again. So I went and I watched your first adventure vlog again. And in the video, you get up at like 7 o'clock in the morning or like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And you get on your bike and then you ride all the way down to like the quarry or whatever, or like the first part of the quarry. I was going to say, okay, so now that you can drive, which would you rather? I know that was like a short distance.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this.
Really?
Because I filmed the video yesterday. It'll be out on Sunday. I'm trying to post like every 2-3 days because like I'm hype right now. I don't know. But I filmed the video and it was talking about like, I'm not going to spoil it, but basically I bring up that particular video and just reminiscing of like where I had to bike to do everything. Because now I can just drive. Like it doesn't fucking matter. But I do kind of miss biking because it made my vlogs more interesting. Because it's like, okay, if I need to go to the grocery store, if I want to hang out with you, I just drive, right? And that kind of defeats the purpose of like the vlog. Not really, because like I can still drive and vlog, but like there was more adventure to it with the bike.
Right.
So like I do kind of miss like that. But
And yeah, so like I know that certain distance. I mean, it was probably easier to just bike.
that entire trip was like 6 miles.
And that's good for
Yeah.
health as well. So I was just wondering like if there was a certain like distance or like a certain area to where you would instead of biking you would drive or something. Like
Like, what
I
would
can
be
imagine.
my limit?
Yeah. Like I can imagine like going to my house would be like driving.
Because that's about 5 miles.
Yeah.
About. Yeah, no, it is 5 miles. Yeah. It's like 5.3, something like that. And I've made that trip, but you make a shortcut, so it's probably like 4 miles.
But I mean,
I will
for
say
me,
this.
like if I was biking and then I had the ability to drive, I'd drive everywhere.
Oh, really? I wouldn't.
Really?
And the only reason I say that is because when I was in New Mexico, so obviously there's a video about that, but I didn't film a lot or as much as I wanted to there, and there's actually, I talk about that a little bit more in the video, the podcast that I did by myself. I go into that a little bit more, just kind of my mental space of why that was such a fucked up trip for me. It wasn't that bad, I'm kind of bitching, but...
Whoa!
Shoves phone in ass. When I was in New Mexico, obviously I didn't have a car with me, and we had a rental, and I'm not 25, so I can't drive a rental. But what I did is I took my uncle's bike with his consent, obviously, and I went off into the desert, and I would get up at like 5 in the morning, I would just go out and I would explore like this huge fucking radius of desert. And I would go a little bit further out every single day, and obviously I built that little vlog over it. But there was one time, and it was getting pretty late, but I'm like, fuck, I really want to go back out again. And I went out, and I was on the bicycle, and I got a flat tire when I was like in the middle of the fucking desert. And it started raining, like really fucking bad, and like storming, and I could see lightning bolts hitting off in the distance, so I was fucking scared. So I'm out there, like, just fucking wheeling this bike down this fucking desert road. I eventually got back, but I don't know, just it sounds stupid to like want to have a bike in that situation, but at the same time, if I didn't have a bike and I just would have drove out there, walked,
it wouldn't have been like that.
It wouldn't have been as like it wouldn't have hit home as much.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I don't know. Bikes are becoming more and more like, I don't know, less cool, right? Because now it's like, oh, why the fuck are you biking? Because my first job at the farm, I biked down there, but I was like 15, 16 when I started working there, and when I would show up, and that's like what 2-3 miles down that way. When I would show up there, people would be like, so is biking just, because obviously you stand in the field with these people and you just watch people pick strawberries and you're just like directing them like, ma'am, don't fucking do that. Because people...
Hey, and you get to ride 3-wheeler.
Or 4-wheeler. Or 8-wheeler. No.
Just drives a fucking semi.
But you stand out, and most of these people that I stood out in the field with, out in the fields, because we would just stand there and watch the fields and stuff like that. Mostly people I would never have been friends with in a million years. Just because they were like... I don't know, like super, like I guess more popular type people, like popular in like the high school stands,
right? Like so the high school like
chain,
class.
And me, I was just kind of like I pretty much know everybody in my class, and I'm okay with most people, but at the same time, like I don't go to parties, I don't like go out and do stuff, like it's just not my thing. So these people I wouldn't have been friends with, but standing in the field with them, the bike thing would always strike up conversation because like, so is biking just like your thing? And I'm like, no, I don't have a car. And they're like, oh, okay, so you bike everywhere? And I'm like, not really. I don't know, just conversation.
Go to the fucking grocery store on that shit?
One dude, I'm not going to say his name. It starts with a C, though, so if he's watching, which he might be, you know who you are. But he was like my best pal when I stood out there. He still follows me on Instagram and still like keeps up with my stuff, though. It's kind of cool. So if he's watching, what's up, Dad? We're not that close. I'm sorry.
Dad?
But no, like, I don't know. There's something about biking. I don't know. I think that's interesting that you brought that up, though.
Yeah, because, I don't know, for me, I would just drive. But I can get the satisfactory, or, like, the amount of biking to someplace, you know what I mean?
It's fucking tiring, though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So, like, say you really wanted to do an adventure vlog, but you have to bike, like, 6 miles just to get there, and then you'd be tired when you're there, and then you wouldn't really want to adventure.
But then again, the adventure begins as soon as you're on your bike.
Right, exactly.
Like, I've done... Because now, I think the middle adventure vlog, I had a license at that point, but I didn't, like, drive there. Because I just walked when I biked in that one. But the third one is actually where I drive. And in that one, like, I film a little bit... I film a little bit in the car. And, like, you know, it was a good vlog. But, like, I don't know. There's something about a bike, goddammit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
I can feel that.
So I would bike somewhere. I'd still have my bike.
Right.
My bike is... They still work. I'd rather rollerblade, honestly. Dude, I am fucking... If there's one thing in life that I'm good at, one thing, I may suck at every goddamn thing.
You're good at rollerblading?
I'm so fucking good at roller skating.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Roller skating or rollerblading?
Rollerblading, not roller skating.
So like you can like
the five in a row.
And then
I can jump, dude.
Can you like
I can jump up curves?
To turn?
I've never tried that.
Really?
I've never tried that.
That's
but yeah,
like
I can
that's
turn
how you
shit.
turn though. But like if
that's
you
not
like
how you turn. That's not how I turn. I turn like fucking Megatron, dude. You know how he like
Oh.
sticks one leg out and just does that? I would always pretend like I was Megatron. I would just like do this down the fucking road.
Yeah, with his fucking pointy ass hands in like the first movie.
The funny thing is though is that you have to lean forward a little bit.
Right.
Like I guess you don't have to, but like to get into it you do. And so I was leaning forward and I had a helmet on and I fucking leaned too forward. My roller skates flipped out from underneath me. I went bang, hit my... It was a helmet though. Hit it on the fucking ground and I like flipped over and just landed on my back. I'm like, oh my god. But I stopped rollerblading because I would get like comments on the bus. Because like, I don't know, I was probably... The last time I rollerbladed I was probably 13, 14. So like I haven't rollerbladed in a long time. But I would get comments on the bus like, "Well, I saw you in your rollerblades, fucking dumbass."
Seriously? They would make fun of you
People
for
were
that
fucking
shit?
mean about rollerblades, man.
Dude, I would own up to it. I'd be like, yeah,
No,
but
you know
don't
what the
own
funny
a
part
pair.
is though? Is that they wouldn't make fun of my rollerblades, they would make fun of my helmet.
Why? What was your helmet?
It was just a normal helmet, but I don't know, just the fact that one, I was rollerblading, two, I was wearing a helmet.
What'd they call you, like helmet?
They just call me Helmet. What's up, Helmet? How's your fucking wheels?
Yeah. That's fucking annoying, dude. I would have...
But, and the guy, I'm not going to say his, well, I guess I could say his name, but I'm not going to. The guy who I did the Feeling Whitney cover with, who played guitar, he didn't want his face in that video, which is fine. But he's an older fella, and he lived a couple doors down, and he always wanted to, like, roller skate with me, and, like, we're close, it's not weird, okay, we're, like, close friends, family, or whatever.
I know the guy.
But he would always, like, if I was on my rollerblades, he would always, like, hey, Grif, and I didn't really know him at the time, because I was, like, little and antisocial, so I would just rollerblade faster, because I didn't know who he was. Little did he know, a couple years down the line, we'd do a cover together. And it's
That's
one of my
actually
best
pretty
videos. Yeah. I love it. Love that guy. Really sweet guy.
No, I don't know
kids.
I don't know if there's a difference between rollerblading and roller skating.
There is. Roller skating is the 4.
Well, yeah,
And
but
then
is it like
rollerblading.
does it feel different between rollerblading and roller skating?
I've never tried that. I've never tried that.
Like, is it any different?
Like,
is it like? Really
I'd assume it is
different?
because their wheels are harder.
Right, but also and they're in a line.
Well,
rather than
roller
being
skating,
like,
they're in.
Well, I mean, like as rollerblading, it'd be in a line.
So I'd be red.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that fits it, right?
Yeah, and then I'd be Link, dude.
Can you roller skate though?
Yeah, I can. Hella good too.
Skating?
Yeah, like I can.
Wait, so the 4?
Yeah.
Hold up.
And then I can like.
This is so
like
stupid.
when I'm going around the bend, you know how like a roller skating rink is just like a fucking like track or whatever. Yeah, like when you turn and you're like going like hella fast, you have to like bring this foot over this foot and then like do this kind of shit.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that's how you like turn.
It's
like,
hard to do
fast.
with blades though.
Sorry,
Maybe I'm just bad. I don't
need
know.
to kick the mic, but
dude, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
So both of us. So if you guys don't know, there's a song that Rhett and Link did where
it's called Roller Unity.
Wheels. We got wheels. That makes that whole thing.
Roller Unity.
Roller Unity. Rhett has rollerblades and Link has roller skates, and both of us are really good at both of those. And I didn't even fucking know that.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
dude.
dude.
You want to be friends?
Yeah.
We should start a podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to Thought Cluster.
No, that's fucking dope though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move off from roller
That's why
skates
I was like offering my dad earlier to be like, hey, let's go roller skating.
I never fucking put that together.
Roller skating.
I'm surprised that you never knew that I loved rollerblading.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because I'm like really fucking good. That's like my one thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were like good at it. I just
Let's
thought that you
go.
like did it.
We'll have to get some fucking wheels, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I guess it was speed skates. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh man.
Do you remember that one time that me and you were on the skateboard and the bike?
Yeah, that video. Your poor thing. Man. You were so tired.
Yeah, I was like.
It was fun for me though.
Yeah, it was. I bet it was.
It's a pretty good video.
Oh, that was awesome.
I've actually looked back at that video and it's fucking bad. It's so bad because it's so dumb. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
But still, I mean, it was a part of our history.
But part of what I'm going to talk about in my video that I already recorded is going to be up Sunday. You know, follow me on Patreon. No, I'm kidding. That's not a thing.
Patreon supporters.
But I talk about kind of like videos and memories and whatnot, and like that video is fucking dumb as shit. It's so fucking dumb. It's pointless, but it's a memory.
It's a
and, like
memory,
that's us in the summer, so it's kind of cool to look back on. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the back of your head's in it more than anything, but it's okay.
Let's move on. Let's hear your topic.
I got a lot, and I don't know which one I want to do.
Give her a
I feel
couple.
like they're gonna be because Endgame is coming out. We're not gonna do any spoilers because neither one of us have seen it, and we're not fucking assholes, okay? But this kind of sparked my little thinking here. Okay, so out of any fucking character in the Marvel universe, DC universe, let's just do Marvel and DC. No, that's not. You may change that answer. But out of any superhero, you guys play along too at home. Leave a comment and an explanation as to why. We'll do the same here on the podcast. I don't know if you guys know we have a podcast.
Yeah,
that we do.
It's really, really cool. It's called Thought Cluster.
Well, I would.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I'd take out the real.
Yeah, just cool.
School.
It's cool.
It's cool. School. Stay in school. Okay.
Education.
Anyway. Education. We're an educational podcast. If you eat ass, you'll grow faster.
Eat ass, skate fast, and smoke grass.
It's a blast. Okay. So in any character any superhero, well, any character in the universe. No, let's do more super. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. In the Marvel universe, cinematic or comics, and same with DC, cinematic or comics. What character, if you were locked in a room, what character do you think you'd have the best chance of killing in a fight to the death? Isn't that fucking good? I was like, oh, dude. And you know what's funny? Immediately I was like, Bruce Banner. And then I'm like, wait, no, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know why my mind went there.
If he got, like, fucking angry at all. Like,
just keep him calm.
Just once.
He starts shooting himself. No, please. I don't know. And then I thought, like, Spider-Man, tough. But Spider-Man's, like, ungodly strong. He would tear you in half.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like... So I guess in this case, even if... Okay, so if you're fighting a hero, then you'd technically be a villain. Or they'd think you're a villain. Because, like, they'd have reason to fight you. And if you're fighting a villain, you'd be the good guy, I guess. I would say... I guess you could say, like, Commissioner Gordon. Because, like, he's just a cop.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't really want to count that because that's just a normal dude. But then again, like, Black Widow... I feel like Black Widow or Hawkeye, you'd have a pretty good chance just because they're human. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any powers.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
even,
they're
like,
fucking spies.
Maybe even, like, Rocket or something like that. Even though he's, like, a smaller animal.
But he's not like an animal, though. He's like... He's got robotics and shit in him, too.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
He just has, like, a robotic, like, thing.
Well, he's got like robotic insides. He's like a cyborg.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I thought he was
Pretty
just a raccoon.
Maybe. No, he's not just a normal raccoon.
Well, I know that he's not
What the
just.
fuck is a raccoon?
I know that he's not just a normal raccoon, but I mean that he's smaller and he's just.
No, like he's got shit in him. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. But like, I mean, you could just like fucking punt him.
But like, I think he's got, to some extent, I think he's got like some super strength, right? Because he can jump a little higher and shit like that.
Yeah, but he's a raccoon.
And plus, he's fucking smart, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah, I know.
No way.
But
Fuck
even
that.
if you were in a room
Plus,
like with hand-to-hand combat,
he's a raccoon. Have you seen what raccoons do to people? They would rip your
that's true.
asshole out.
And if it was just like a 2.0 raccoon, then yeah, that would fucking
Raccoon 2. Oh shit.
run.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would not be fun. Honestly, I cannot tell you. I don't know. And if it was like a villain, the only thing that I can think of is like maybe like Magneto. If there was like no metal in the room, then he's like fucking useless.
That's true.
Because Magneto is just like
But-
a normal human being without metal.
But do you remember that one, fuck, what is it? The one episode, it was in X-Men, like the old ones, and that one dude, sorry, I turned away from the mic. My chair's squeaking. There's that one dude who is like the guard or whatever, and like they inject him with like iron or something like that, and Magneto just rips the iron out of him. So like we all have iron in him, so if you had like high iron or something like that, you'd be fucked.
Yeah.
And like I don't know how much iron's in me. Like he could still pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if he needed to pull the iron out of him, if he needed to inject the iron in the first place, then
I know, but you still have iron in you somewhat.
right, but
But
that
just
wouldn't
not
be
that much.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
Because
enough.
he needed enough to make
it,
those like
right.
little discs that he could walk on. But like for us, he could probably pull it. I don't know how much iron's in you total, but like I'm sure it'd be enough to where even if it was just like the size of a fingernail, like it could still cut through you if you threw it fast enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it depends on where it would come out at. Like maybe he could gather the iron in your heart and then pull it.
That's a good answer though.
And then pull it like towards you or whatever, so that way it would like rip through your heart or some shit.
That's a good answer though.
I don't know, but honestly, I can't think about anything.
If there was no metal, I'd say that's a pretty good thing. But I don't know how much iron's in me to like for him to fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe Peter Quill actually, because Peter Quill
but he can
uses
fight.
blasters.
And do you really want to kill Chris Pratt?
No,
dude? Fuck you.
Sorry.
Plus, well, even if you
I
strip,
I would forfeit to Chris Pratt. If I
okay,
was
so
in a room
no
with Chris Pratt,
no
I'd be like,
equipment. I still wouldn't do Peter Quill because he can fight.
Mm-hmm.
But like then again, like all I'm thinking is like Peter Quill, maybe like Black Widow or like Hawkeye. But then again, they're all spies and shit
Hawkeye
like that.
and Black Widow are, even though they're humans. I mean, they took on Thanos as humans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so what's the point of them taking us on? We don't even.
I'm
know
just
how to
saying,
fight.
just because they're human.
Yeah, I
like
know.
you wouldn't get in the room with Wolverine. You'd be dead.
Right.
So quick. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, he would like.
I don't know. There's literally no one that I could think of. Nick Fury. But he can still fight like really fucking good.
Yeah, he can still fight. Maybe
Fuck.
Agent Coulson or.
But they're all like fucking agents, so that's the thing.
So they're all like trained to fight.
What about...
Aunt May.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's fucking
He
it.
just beat up
No,
old
dude,
fucking
Uncle
lady.
Ben, he's already gone.
Uncle
He's gone.
nice. Sorry.
That's good though. Hey man, fuck yeah, we just figured that out.
Yeah.
She's not really a superhero.
Yeah, exactly, but she's in the universe.
Oh, but man, in the new one, she's hot though. You don't kill that.
I mean,
You gotta survive. All right, Aunt May, you're fucked. That's pretty.
Literally.
That's a good ass answer. That's tough. I didn't think of like parents. I was hoping from like a superhero answer, but like, yeah, fuck you, Aunt May. I'll break your hip.
I mean, if she's in the universe.
Dude, watch Aunt May.
universe.
She's from New York though. Aunt May, I bet she could throw down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she's from New York. So you think you're gonna go in there? You're like, yeah, it's gonna be easy. She runs at you. Ah! And she grabs your balls. Oh fuck, Granny.
Granny, get up!
Aunt May.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
that's a mystery solved. Beat up an old lady, that'd be pretty easy.
can you live with that though? Can you live
But
with fucking
as
up?
soon as you leave that place,
Spider-Man's gonna
push
You
your shit
killed
back
Aunt
in.
May.
Uncle Ben, Aunt May.
Well, at least you have your parents. What about your uncle? Oh, God. What about Harry? Oh, fuck. Didn't Gwen? Oh, no. God. Man, goddamn, Spider-Man's life is
How's your
sad.
marriage with, how's your marriage with Mary Jane?
Actually, there's an alternate universe. It's not really alternate, but it's in the comics where, the Green Goblin, he actually impregnates Mary Jane to, like, get back at Superman. She, like, has kids. He basically rapes her and, like, gives her kids.
Superman.
No. The Green Goblin impregnates Mary Jane.
Yeah, you said Superman.
I didn't mean to.
You mean
The
Spider-Man?
Green Goblin fucks Superman. God, imagine being locked in a room with Superman and he's pissed. Wait, don't hit anything.
Literally, you wouldn't have to move. You just go.
Alright. You want me to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is kind of going more back on our like whole philosophy thing that we've been fucking up. Okay, if you could know the answer to 3 things, what would they be? Now, there's a catch. Both of us collectively have to come up with 3 answers to ask like some fucking being, and it gives you the answer. Whatever you want to know the answer to. So we have to come up with like the 3 best things that we know.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the 3 things that come off the top of my head real quick.
I'll give you mine when you're done.
What's the meaning of life?
He just goes, oh.
Is there a God?
Mm-hmm.
And...
But here's the thing, though.
Is evolution real?
It's a good... Well, I think evolution is real, though. Because, like, come on. There's adaptation has been proven.
I don't know. I don't know how you can trace back literally every organism to like a fucking little tiny ass bacteria in the water. But humans are just like, where did we come from? I have no idea.
So evolution would exist then, but humans, I think that's the main thing. Because every other animal's like, okay, we can explain that. But humans, like, what the fuck?
Right, exactly. Where did we come from? So that's why it's still a theory.
Again, comment your fucking answers below.
So,
sorry, I said that kind of
especially on the Marvel.
Comment your fucking answers.
Especially on the Marvel thing, too. I want to hear that. Especially on the Marvel thing.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear you guys' answer to that. That'd be good. Start a discussion in the comments below. Below me. So, okay, so those would be yours. I would say yes. Well, here's my thing. So, just saying, is there a God? The thing could answer with, yep. And then, like, which one? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there a God? Is there a God for each religion? Or which religion? Or if...
But that would be more than a
question. Or if... All of the above, which religion?
Okay. Which religion is, like, real? I bet this is what the answer would be. I bet the answer to that would be, he would say yes to one, but he would only say sort of. Because you have to think over the... Now, again, when we talk about, like, religion and more of these, like, heavy topics, we're just theorizing, okay?
Right, this isn't
so don't feel attacked. You know, we're not trying to bargain you out of your religion here. We're just discussion. We're just clustering up some fucking thoughts, baby.
But the first two definitely, or the first one and the third one.
Humans and evolution?
No, like, what is the meaning of life?
Okay, well, back to the religion
like,
thing. I bet that he would tell you which one is, like, the closest. Because I guarantee you there isn't one religion today that's, like, 100% factual to whatever relates back.
Yeah, I can.
Because humans stray shit too much.
Especially when they want to know the answer really bad.
Yeah, especially when you want to believe. Like, Lutheran, I think that makes... I'm not Lutheran, but, like, I think that makes the most sense of just, like, yeah, when you die, you're fucking gone. But, like, Christians and people like that, they're always like, well, hopefully there's fucking something more. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of...
Because you don't want to have your consciousness just spend eternity in, like, absolutely nowhere.
I'd love to believe that there's, like, something after this. You know, I don't want it to just be fucking darkness. It's fucking scary.
Wouldn't that be weird if, like, your consciousness goes back into, like, another human?
Well, that's like Hinduism, isn't it? Reincarnation and stuff like that?
But as different things.
And maybe that's where we get deja vu and shit like that from.
And I don't think that you can get...
AIDS?
Yeah.
You can't get AIDS.
No, I don't think that you can get reincarnated as the same thing twice.
No, you'll be like a fucking tree or some shit.
Right. Or like an ant or like a bird or...
Would you know? Like, could you imagine going from a human to a tree and knowing about your past life? Knowing that you could walk?
Like watching like us play outside or some shit.
And being like, that could be me. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I don't know. That's hurting my brain.
That's some fucked up shit, dude.
Fuck, I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot what it was. Damn balls.
Did it have to do with the other two? Or no, it's your questions that come off the top of your mind.
I know, but I had something else. Oh yeah, okay. So this is my problem. This has like been my main problem with Christianity and like that kind of thing in general. Again, I'm not trying to attack anyone, goddammit, okay? I'm just speaking my ass, okay? My whole thing is like, so, you're a Christian, man, for the most part.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. When you think of heaven, you think of like a perfect thing where there's like no pain, no suffering, nothing like that, no
Not
fear.
only do they have one pinball machine, they have two.
That's where you go?
Actually, no, it's not pinball.
You immediately go up there.
It's pool tables.
Yeah, because you're pretty good at pool. Luke got that fucking geometry. My whole thing is like...
No, that was actually a thing from like Team Fortress 2. There was like, there's comics from like Team Fortress 2.
No, I did not.
Yeah, well, there's a comic where the scout goes to heaven, and he's like up there, and he's like talking to God, and he like looks over, and he goes, not only you have one pool table, but you have two, and God goes, mm-hmm, and he goes, this is freaking tight. It was funny.
It's like, you say that again, you get sent out of hell. No, my whole thing is like, I think that's bad. That idea
to know that there's like something great.
No. To know that like there's no pain or anything like that. Because, hear me out. The thought of me dying after like this life, which honestly, people say like, well, life sucks. Life's not that bad, okay?
Dude, let's just find out.
I wouldn't follow you.
You're like poking my dead body. Luke, what happened?
My whole thing with like, so there being an afterlife and it being like this perfect life where there's no fear, there's no pain, no nothing like that. That doesn't sound good to me. There's no like confusion when you're up there. Everything's like perfect, right? But like, I like being confused on here because you get to learn, you get to figure shit out. I like feeling pain. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something about it.
It's something about
I like,
it's like
being
human.
Fucking scared. Am I gonna be able to enjoy a horror movie when I'm up there?
Yeah.
No, because there's no fear. That's why I think that there's got to be some fucking twisted shit going on.
Maybe it's like
that's my whole thing.
Maybe it's like living a life up there, but just like a different one.
Mm-hmm. But like, okay, what was it? I was watching This Is the End. Have you guys seen that movie? It's got Jay Baruchel, what's his name? Jonah Hill, James Franco.
Oh yeah, with the giant devil,
and he's got like
his
dick
fucking dick. Yeah.
Well, it's on YouTube.
And when he gets like he's like in the fucking like scepter or whatever going up to heaven, and he's just like, fuck you guys, and then it just goes
and it gets eaten by the cannibals. Yeah.
That.
But no, in that movie, there's like a moment in there where they're all like thinking like, okay, if we're just nice to each other, like we go to a place and we're just nice to each other, we'll just eventually all get brought up into heaven. And like they all start being really, really nice to each other. And like for me, if that's how heaven is, like everybody's like super duper sweet to each other. I'm gonna hit a stroke here soon. If everyone's super duper nice to each other, like there's something nice about that. But at the same time, I kind of want to be able to be like, hey man, fuck you every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? But like, am I even gonna remember this life down here? Because it's imperfect. This life down here is. Mm-hmm. So like up there, if it's perfect, am I even gonna remember this? Something to think about.
Yeah, that is weird to think about.
But the things that I would want to know are, yes, I would want to know like, is there a missing link? Something like that. Is that even related? Because my whole thing is that I'm pretty certain I heard this fact. It was on like one of those dumb fact sites or whatever. But so there's like the whole theory that a giant meteor fucking hit the earth and like killed the dinosaurs and shit like that. I think that's been somewhat proven, right? Something along those lines. That extinction event. My whole thing is that someone came with this theory of like, what if that thing was like a spaceship, or it had like the fucking materials on it to make humans, and basically just the collision, and basically we just kind of formed from that collision, and that's why we have humans. That's why we're so much different. So like but that would explain the skip in that link, because there's no relation.
Because there was.
So like something like that. I would want to know like what the fuck's going on with humans, because like we're so. You know what I'm saying? Are we just really dumb animals that just got smart?
Or are we like an actual like fucking race?
Because if we are animals that just got smart, then it just looks so much different, because to a bear, his home is a cave. But to us, we have nicer homes because we're smarter and we need more comfort. We'd like more comfort.
We actually like worked for it.
And we made clothes because we don't have fucking enough hair to
cover ourselves.
Yeah. So something like that. I would want, I mean, you have to fucking know that, right? And I almost want to ask, like, is there something else out there in the universe? But at the same time, like, no shit, there has to be. There fucking has to be.
Yeah, it's almost damn near impossible for there not to be.
Yeah, it's less likely for there to be no one out there than it is for there. No, the other way. It's less likely for someone to be out there. Fuck me. It's less likely for there to be no one out there than it is for someone to be out there.
Right. Yeah, you had it right the first time.
Okay, my bad. But like my whole question with that is like, did they evolve the same way that we did? There's no way. But like, how many ways could you configure a human to be? Because I mean, they could all.
We are. Because like, if evolution could have taken any turn at any point,
mm-hmm.
like with Darwin's theory, where like birds needed to eat certain things, and they'd have different beaks or something.
Yeah.
Like, why is it that we have like skin when we still can get cut and bleed? Why haven't we evolved to the point where we have calloused our own skin?
They're like permanently.
To where we can.
Maybe we're heading there.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, do they have one eye? Do they even have eyes? Do they even need eyes? You know what I'm saying?
Do they have, like, ears, a nose, a mouth? Why do they need to ingest? Is there some other way that they ingest?
Because there's animals. There's animals even here on Earth that are, like, fucking deep miles beneath the surface of the fucking ocean or whatever, and they're down there, and they don't die. They will live forever unless they're affected. I think I've talked about this before. They'll live forever unless affected by a disease or killed by a predator.
Yeah, that, and we haven't even, like, learned about them yet.
Yeah, because we can't fucking go down there. So you have to think that there's something else out there that, like, evolved in that way to where they just don't experience death. Like, that's just never been a thing for them.
That's so weird.
Besides, like, freak accidents and shit like that. But, like, we can't even explore our ocean, so, like...
How the fuck are we gonna explore where we, like, fucking came from?
Yeah, we don't even know what the fuck's going on in our own brains. Mm-hmm. Like, what is it? We only know, like, 10% or 15% of, like, we understand, like, 15% of our brain. That shit's fucking crazy to me.
Because, like, we can't even, like, dreams. Dreams are one of the most, like, vivid... It can be one of the most vivid things.
No fucking clue.
How that even works.
Have you ever had a lucid dream?
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple.
I have them all the time, actually.
Do you really?
Now, like, recently, I've had, like, insanely lucid dreams. Like, where it's, like, where I'll, like, fall asleep or whatever, and it's so lucid and, like, so, like, real that I, like, jolt myself awake when something happens. And I know that happens to everybody, but it's, like, real.
But do you get to, like, actually act out your dreams a little bit?
Yeah.
Mine, I always wake up because most of my dreams are scary. Like, I usually have bad dreams. And I don't, normally that would be like, oh my god, that's, like, not good. But for me, I think that's okay because I think I want to have scary, because I like them. They're kind of fun.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Very interesting.
But, like, I had a dream where it's very, like, not really there, but I've gone back to this place before in my dreams. And there's, like, one part where it's me and this girl and we're standing on a ledge and I push her off. Like, we're standing on the ledge of, like, a building. And I push her off and she just, like, kind of floats down to the bottom. And then all of a sudden I get, like, sucked to the wall or something like that. And then I'm, like, in this, like, dog crate surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other ones. So it's like a 9 square, like in Minecraft. And the middle one is me in a dog crate. And all around me are there, like, these just nasty looking, like, fucking hellhounds just barking all around me. And I'm just, like, standing there and, like foaming from the mouth and, like, seizing. But at one point, I visited this place probably 2 times. At one point, I got conscious. And I was able to just stand up, and everything disappeared as soon as I stood up or whatever. And, like, I realized, like, I could do things. And, like, I think at one point I was like, okay, I'm going to sit on a couch. And so I just sat on a couch. Like, I didn't really know what was going on. I just knew that I can kind of control the dream. But then eventually I got so aware of my dream, and, like, okay, this is literally impossible. And, like, I started running things in my head, and I'm like, I bet I'm asleep. And here's the freaky part. I saw myself sleeping. Like, it flashed to me, like, I guess I was huddled up in that corner or something like that, and I was just staring down at myself sleeping on my bed. And I woke up in the same fucking position. Just laying on my back, like, looking up. So fucking creepy. I didn't jolt up or anything like that. I just opened my eyes. Like, shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I've had dreams like that before, where, like, where you become conscious and you know that you're dreaming, and, like, you can do literally whatever.
But as soon as you know you're dreaming, though, you wake yourself up.
Because, like, or something wakes you up.
Yeah.
That you don't. Like, okay, so for last night.
Because, like, outside noises bleed in and then.
Yeah, exactly. So last night, for example, I was.
By the way, my alarm is a dog barking. That's why there were dogs in my dream. Because it's like the like the stock iPhone thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But okay, so for last night, for example, I fell asleep.
For last night, for example.
No, but
you get so close every time.
No, but okay, so last night, for example, I had a lucid dream where I was, like, at school.
I have these lucid dreams.
And so I was at school.
Sorry,
I was, like, sitting in history, and I was just sitting there and just, like, I don't know, just learning or whatever, just listening. And then it felt, like, really, like, too real or whatever for a second, and so I, like, tapped the person that sits in front of me in history on the shoulder, and they didn't respond. And then I tapped them again, and my hand went through them, and I was like, okay, well, that's weird. And so I, like, stood up, and nobody reacted to me, and so I, like, got out and, like, went to grab the door, and I just, like, went through it, and I was like, well, okay. And so I, like, was walking around in, like, the hallways of, like, school or whatever, and there were, like, people walking past me, and I would stand, like, right in front of them, and they would just go, like, straight through me or something like that. Like, I was just, like, this ghost. Mm-hmm. And then I remember I went all the way into the principal's office, because I don't know why, but, like, I'd never seen, like, the main office or, like, the principal's office.
Back there a couple times.
Yeah. And so I, like, formulated, like, this, like...
Oh yeah, because you've never
maze.
seen it. Okay.
Yeah, so I walked into the guidance office, and like there was like obviously the hallway to the right, and then there's a hallway to the left.
Dude, people are gonna find out our school.
And so I went to the left.
They got 2 hallways.
And as soon as I went to the left, everything became a maze. Like I was just in this like endless hallway. And there were like teachers like walking past me and stuff like that, and like walking through me and all that kind of stuff, and I was just lost, and I was like asking people for help. I was like, "Can you like where's the fucking principal's office? I want to see it." And nobody was answering me, and I couldn't find my way around. There were no like it just got to the point where like
Did you know you were dreaming at this point?
Okay. I knew I was walking, but like it scared me for a second because I didn't know where I was, and like obviously like I was just like this ghost, so like I couldn't do anything about it. So I was in like this helpless situation, and I was walking down this hallway or whatever and didn't have any signs on it. Like eventually it just got to the point where it's just like blank hallways, and I was just walking around in this maze like forever. And then I like realized, I was just like, all right, well this can end when I want it to. And then I finally came to a door, opened it up. This was the first door that I could like actually touch, and I opened it up, and that's when my alarm went off, and I woke up.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how it perfectly led up to your alarm though?
But like, and that's so
bizarre.
weird. Because
that's
like I have,
that we
and
both
it's
went
different
through things when we realized we were dreaming.
It's like different scenarios every single time. So like whenever I have like a certain event happen to me, so I went to the roller skating rink a while back with a girl that I like, and we were roller skating or whatever.
Female?
Yeah, a female.
Like
believe it or not. Yeah. Anyway, so and so we were roller skating, and I remember that night I had another.
Did you
lucid
procreate?
dream. No,
No,
but,
Grandma. No, Aunt May.
Not yet, May. But I went back to, so I fell asleep that night and whatever, and it went back to me like opening up the door to go into like the roller skating rink. And I went into the roller skating rink like expecting like her to be there and like all these other people to be there. And I went in there and I went to pay. Nobody was standing at the register area where you pay to get in. And so I was like, okay, that's weird.
Free admission.
And so I opened the other door and nobody was in there, but there was like really loud music playing, and like the lights were on and
Was it
everything
Christmas
was like
music?
working. No, it was like 80s music, like roller skating stuff. And so like the lights were on and like everything was like pumping, like people had just been there, but nobody was in there. It was just barren. And so like I went over to get my skates, and they were already just sitting there, like the skates that I wanted. And so I put them on or whatever, and I just started skating, just like over and over and over and over again. And I knew, like, there were some points where I was just like, yeah, man, I'm like really into this, like, you know, just skating. I'm in like my happy place.
Did you know you were dreaming?
But I knew I was dreaming.
Okay.
And I knew it for a fact because I remember I was like, I want to go fucking request a song. I want to go. And then it just came on, and I was like, oh,
this is easy.
This is easy. And so I just skated for like hours, and then I woke up.
My dreams are always like
I went to open the door and I woke up.
Is it always a door for you when you wake up? That's
always a door.
Because mine are never like, it's never like a certain object that wakes me up. It's always just like I wake up and then boom, it cuts the dream off. It's like a cut in a movie. It just cuts it off.
I always open a door. I always open the door, and as I open the door, it just...
But for me, when I'm dreaming, it's always like, I never know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's always like, I don't know, it's like, I'm just, boom, I'm in this position, and like, I'm always trying to like figure out where I am and like what's going on, but it always ends up of like me dreaming, me thinking of like, so I end up in a place, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? What the fuck is going on? And then I realize like, okay, I have to be dreaming, and then boom, I'm awake, and I'm like, well, fuck. Man.
I have those times, but instead of
always like that for me.
Instead of me waking up, I just like indulge it, like.
But I'm always in like fucked up places. Like,
right.
Okay, this might, I don't know if I should say this because this might be a skit at some point, and like, but we would need like a high production to like even do it.
Just say it.
Okay. This was a place. Okay, I vaguely remember this. I have it written down on my laptop, but I'll just kind of skim through it a little best I can. This is the creepiest dream I've ever had, and my eyes might start tearing up because it might flash me back to a place. It's the only time I've woken up and like tears were running down my face. I wasn't crying, but I had tears running down my face. Really weird experience. Okay, so basically, I vaguely remember it, but I'm just gonna try and do it. By the way, this is like somewhat related to a girl that I was dating at the time. She had red hair. So it was in that area of like where her house was, and it was kind of like formulated around like that kind of scenery. And basically it wasn't her in the dream though, it was someone completely different. It was just her house. So maybe I was cheating, I don't know. But I was sitting on her driveway, and she like went inside, and she would come back out, and she'd sit with me for a little bit, and then she'd go back inside. It was just always on and off. And And then at one point she left and she went in there, and this little girl on a bicycle rode by, and I could see her clearly in the darkness, and then as soon as she entered underneath the streetlight, she was completely like dark. She had no shadow. She was just completely darked out, like it was just like edited in there. You know, like that Vanta Black shit?
Mm-hmm.
It was like that, and then as soon as she got out of the light, she went, and she was like perfectly well lit in the darkness. And like she just rode by. So like obviously, yeah, that was weird. By the way, I didn't know it was a dream at any point in this dream. So I'm basically like living in a shell, and I'm just like living out this dream. And eventually she comes back out, and we get in, I have like a red pickup truck in this dream for some reason. And we get in the car, and then we drive it down just like, I don't know, a little bit down the, we're running from something, but I don't know what it is. I just know like, because there's like tension build up. And it's almost like there's music playing in the background of like, dun, 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 like there's tense, I can tell it's tense, but I don't know what it is. And she's freaking out, and eventually we stop. And then it cuts to us, and we're like, you know how in neighborhoods they have like that little strip of grass right before the sidewalk and like yards? We were laying on that, and I was on top of her, and we're like, kissing. We're kissing. And then all of a sudden, like, she started freaking out. She pushed me off, and then she started running, and then I yelled at her to run, and like everything just got super like fucking weird, like wonky and shit like that. And I just remember like, I don't know, it was just like the freakiest feeling ever. And then I'm hiding behind like the back of the truck, and she already took off down the road. She's completely gone. She's out of the dream at this point. And then all of a sudden I like hit forward, and I like fly like 10 feet forward. I'm laying on the asphalt in the middle of the road, and I look over, and there's this giant fucking man, and he's like, all of his proportions, like his torso and stuff, are fine, and his head is fine, but his arms are freakishly long and like jagged, and so are his legs, and they're all like fucked up and broken and shit like that. And he's like walking towards me, like this giant thing, just like that or whatever. And I can kind of, and obviously I can make out of him. I didn't make out with him, but I can make him out completely, because he's completely well lit in the darkness. That's just the theme of this dream. But as soon as he enters the lamppost again, it's just like his head and it's like his arms and stuff like that, and they're like, he's like this or whatever, and it's like completely darkness, and he just freezes there. And I swear to God, like hours went by of me just like staring up at this figure, and then all of a sudden it clicks, and everything goes completely dark except for him, and he's the only thing lit in this entire area. And I can kind of, it's almost like you turn the opacity down on everything but him. So he was like nice and bright, but everything was like really low in opacity. And he just kept creeping forward towards me like that or whatever, and eventually he got over me, and he goes, "Finding a city for Grif and Deckard," and then boom, I wake up and I'm screaming.
Jeez.
So he goes, "Finding a city for Grif and Deckard," says my full name, clear as day, and then boom, I wake up and I'm sweating. I'm fucking pounds of sweat on me. I left like, there was like an area on my bed where I'm sweating. Tears are running down my face. I'm not like, I'm not crying, but like there's tears, so I don't know if it's sweat or whatever. But I wake up and I'm in full screaming, and it was morning. No alarm, no nothing. The weirdest shit of my life.
Yeah, that's weird.
Isn't it so, like, what the fuck does that mean? Finding a city for, dude, that fucked me up.
I remember there was a dream that I had that was like so real, and it was of
Did someone touch you asshole?
Almost.
That's a good dream.
No, but it was like a dream of me in this like house or whatever, and it was like this really old, it was kind of like the house that was near my house.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, like the 2-story one? And I was in this house or whatever.
The old one?
Yeah,
the abandoned one in the middle of the field?
No, the 2-story one that we like broke all the windows out of. Where we shot each other with paintballs.
I don't remember.
Behind that house, where we went there at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you said that there was somebody in the basement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's like me like.
I remember that.
Walking through like a really old house like that, but only, you know how the walls were white in there?
Mm-hmm.
Everything was made out of like dark, like stained wood, and I would
That's
walk.
Nice. Mahogany.
Mahogany. I would like walk through this like house or whatever, and there would just be like family members in like different rooms or whatever, like doing different things that they normally do. But like the
like
weird
having
part
dinner,
of,
watching TV.
But like the weird part about it was like everybody that I've ever known was in this house, and like they were doing the things that they do, but like they were just completely unresponsive.
Was it
like there? Yeah, like you, my mom, Natalie, Ashley.
What was I doing? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I think you were
I
like,
was probably editing.
Yeah, you might have been either on the computer or you were like writing or something, like doing something on pen and paper. It might have been around the time that you were doing like your sketches or something, and you had showed me, and that's when I had that
Just
dream or something.
associated it.
Yeah, and so, but like everybody was doing like their own thing. Like Jara was like working or something because I always see him working. My mom was like sitting on like the couch like watching TV. Natalie was in her room like asleep or
That's
whatever.
his sister, by the way.
Ashley was.
That's my sister.
I don't know. I feel like she was in her car.
But so you were walking through his house.
Yeah, but like everybody was doing everything that they normally do. Like my dad was at his work, like he was in his like work clothes or whatever, and then like.
So each room was like that was like his scene of his like
but the
office
house
at
was
work.
like infinite.
That's weird.
Like I could just keep walking and walking and walking in on these rooms, and it was a different person every single time, and they were doing what I would always imagine them doing, but they were just unresponsive. Like they would just like be standing there, just like.
Hi.
Just like a vegetable.
That's weird.
Yeah, and like it would never end, and that's what freaked me out because it was like all of these people just ignoring me, and I was the only one that was like conscious.
People always think that like your dreams. Well, that's what they say. Is like your dream is your brain trying to process the day, right? But some people say that there's meanings to it. So like maybe you felt like that could have been a time because there was a time where we were like fighting with each other, and we like hated each other for a little bit there. So maybe that was the time when like we weren't friends. Maybe you were like feeling like left out or something like that. There could have been something like that. Could have been related. And maybe me in that little like loop of dogs. Maybe I was feeling trapped or something. I can't explain the fucking giant dude though. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. We like dreams are so weird.
Oh fuck! We should probably answer that question though.
What?
Okay, so what's the evolution? We want to know if there's something with evolution.
Oh yeah, we
right?
want to know evolution. We want to know the meaning of life. Can we both agree on that? Like, remember last time we were acting like we were, like, records or something like that, or, like, something to someone else? Mm-hmm. Like, we want to know the meaning to life, like, why the fuck we're here.
Is it even... But here's the thing. I think I know. I mean, I don't obviously know, but, like, I think it's just we are normal animals, like a lion or a tiger. And just a normal, like, basically dumb animal.
But, like, why are we the ones that can think?
I don't... Just something with our brain. Because we developed... I mean, that's what I differentiate humans from, like, the rest of, like, the savage beasts out there, is that we got creative. Right. We get bored. Other animals don't get bored. They don't get creative. You know what I'm saying? Where we get bored, so we're like, okay, well, how do I fill this little void? Well, I'm going to make an axe, cut down the tree, make myself a house.
Why do we get bored? And why not
something about the way our brain is. And plus, our brain is a lot bigger than most animals. So I think that's just it. We've just developed this consciousness of like, okay, well, I'm bored. Let's figure shit out. And that's why we go to space. That's why we do things. Because we're just fucking... Because if you didn't have anything to do...
But, like, why are we the only ones?
I don't know. I guess we'll ask that.
Yeah, like, why are we...
So evolution, life, and what else would we ask?
Religion?
Yeah, like, I'd say more, like, based on afterlife.
Right.
Like, is there something after this? Let us know what you guys would ask. Sorry about that little rant on our dreams, but...
No, but that was interesting. Yeah. I liked talking about our dreams. Because those are, like, near and dear.
I want to start... I have, like, 6 fucking journals in my fucking... in my drawer there that I bought on Amazon. Because usually I just write them for, like, video notes or, like, art notes or whatever. Or just notes about, like, boobs. Hey!
We're at, like, 48 or something.
But I want to take one of those journals out, okay? And what I'm going to do is, like, over the course of a month, and I want to make this into a video, and it's just going to be me trying to lucid dream. Because what you do in lucid dreams... Sorry, my chair squeaks. I really apologize. You have to write down every dream that you have. You write it down so that you can remember it, and then you can notice patterns, and then you can start realizing when you're dreaming. You also have to look at... You have to try and look at, like, watches and different clocks and stuff like that. And there's one other thing they have to look at. But if you look at watches, because in dreams... time is always blurred. Because you never can tell what time it is, because your brain just can't process that. And there's one other thing that you can't, that's just a blur in dreams. But if you look at clocks more, like if I were to wear a watch more, and I was always be looking at the time like more constantly, I would be able to realize when I'm dreaming because I would look down and it would be blurry. And then you'd be able to realize. So I'm going to try and lucid dream. I want to make that new video eventually. But I think we should move on from fucking
we can
dreams.
talk about that. Or I have one more topic here.
No, that's fine. No, you're fine. No, we don't have to talk about yours. Now let's just move on from here.
Wait.
That was fun. Let's keep on.
Okay, this one can be quick. If you couldn't feel pain, would it be a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, there's people who can't feel pain.
Yeah, I know, and that's like what kind of sparked the topic. Because if you couldn't feel pain or something
you'd
like
be
that,
a fucking legend in middle school.
Right? Because like everybody's like,
because like you know people pin shit and like you see how long you can last, dude. You just they like set you on fire. But like,
nothing.
okay, one, it sounds badass, you know, but at the same time, like, you wouldn't know if something's fucked up in you, so you'd constantly have to get, like, doctor checks and shit like that. So, I don't know. There's benefits, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
There's, like, drawbacks.
I'd rather just be me with a high pain tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I have a high pain tolerance, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
Yeah, I would want to
Cut
still...
to me getting shot with paintballs. Oh, my God.
I would still want to have pain. I would want to have
But if you
pain.
couldn't feel pain, could you feel, like, pleasure?
Right, exactly. Like, can
like,
you
if
feel...
I did this, would you be able... Because all your nerves are... What's his name? Fuck.
Manly?
No. What?
I don't know. For some reason, whenever you say what's his name, I always think of Manly.
Kick-Ass. Have we got all those nerves ending? Have you seen Kick-Ass?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, basically it's like if real people in the world just decided to be superheroes. And this kid, he's like, you know what, I'm going to be a superhero. So he buys like this Halloween costume. I think it's like actually like it's like a hiking, I don't know, you guys let me know. It's like a thermal, I don't know, it's like some fucking costume, doesn't matter. But it has like a mask on it or whatever. And he goes out and he gets like these batons or whatever. And he's like, I'm going to be a superhero because like that's his dream. So he goes out and he like tries to like fight these mobs, dude. He ends up getting shot and like basically beaten to death. But he gets rescued and like they get him in this ambulance because it's just a normal kid. He has no powers because it's just it's regular life, you know. And what happens is they ended up fucking him up so bad that all of his nerve endings are damaged, so he can't feel pain. So he doesn't feel any pain. So then he continues to be a superhero, and he ends up meeting I forget what her name is, and Big Daddy, but I have a crush on this girl, Chloe Moretz. Yeah. So she's like 13 in this movie. She's older now, okay? It's not that weird. But she's like 13, and then Nicolas Cage plays her dad, and like he meets them, and then they start fighting crime together because they're like actual superheroes. They're not like powerful because it's the real world that doesn't exist. But they're all like ninjas and shit like that. So like
That's really cool.
So if your nerve endings, but that would be the same thing as not feeling pain. So like technically he'd have to go see a doctor, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
But he can still feel like internal.
Because
pain,
if he like punched something or whatever, and then because internal pain isn't nerve endings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's still like nerves that send off alerts. And
right,
shit like
but
that.
those wouldn't.
Hey, you're in pain. I don't know. There's goods to bad, but I think the bads outweigh the goods.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like you'd constantly have to fucking get doctored. You couldn't like go
because like you could punch somebody and not realize that you fractured like all 4 of your knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm saying like something worse, like your appendix ruptures.
Right. Yeah.
You'd have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. Yeah, bring us. I told you it'd be quick. Bring us your topic, friend.
Quick, like Brendan Fraser's career.
Dude.
Sorry. I actually really like Brendan Fraser. I thought he was the coolest dude ever, and then like his thing with his wife, where like she's like taking like $95,000 out of his paycheck a year because like she divorced him. That ended, by the way.
Yeah.
You know who Critical is?
Uh-uh.
Okay, well I don't really know what to describe you, but you guys probably know Critical, Penguin Zero. He's like an old school YouTuber. He still makes videos now. But he made a video talking about Brendan Fraser, like where he is now, and like talked about how he was like at the height of his career and then got fucked over because like he chose some bad roles and then his wife left him, and then she like had this deal with him where she like had to take like $95,000 out of his paycheck every single year. Really fucked up, but that ended, so she doesn't take anymore, and that ended like a year ago. So hopefully he'll surface back up.
Right.
But like they did an interview with him, not Critical, but like just whatever show he was a part of, and like the dude's he's like fucking crazy. Cause like
Brendan Fraser's the guy that
the Mummy, the guy from the Mummy,
and he's also in Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yeah,
right?
The first one,
right?
Which is that's such a good fucking movie.
It is a good fucking movie.
His problem is that he was supposed to be in Journey 2, Mysterious Island, but The Rock obviously took over that role because Brendan Fraser gave that up to be in Furry Frenzy because he wanted to pursue like the more comedy movies. Why the fuck would you give up Journey to the Center of the Earth for a stupid ass Furry Frenzy movie? That's so dumb. You're an action star. You should have sticked with action.
Yeah, and that probably would have boosted his career a little bit.
But the funny thing isn't that he was an action star, but he was also a funny action star. Like, he was funny in Journey to the Center of the Earth. Why the fuck would you pick up comedy? Just be an action star. He was such a good action hero in the early 2000s.
He really was.
The Mummies are fucking bad. Okay, they have terrible CGI, but, like, they're badass movies. Dude, I used to love that guy because I'm like, oh my god, that dude can kick ass.
That and me and my sister would watch Journey to the Center of the Earth.
And that movie's fucking good. That movie's still fucking good. That's such a good movie. It's got that little shit from, what's it, Harry Potter? What the fuck is that movie? Hunger Games. PETA.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here's a good one. Have you ever walked out of a movie because it was so bad, or just for any reason?
No.
I haven't either.
I've always watched a movie all the way through because I love movies, no matter what.
The only time I've ever walked out of a movie is me and my grandpa. Shout out Grandpa, he's still alive, don't worry about it. We went and saw Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's the one with like the squid guy in it, and this was in the cinema, and that ended up scaring me. I was scared of that little guy, or well, fucking I don't know what his name is, but like he's got squid things. What? Who's that?
I don't know, but what they're...
I don't know, fuck him. There's a guy on like a... Anyway.
I don't know what they're doing to your fence.
There's a squid dude in that movie, in Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know what his name is. But you guys know who I'm talking about. He's got like the fucking octopus or whatever.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He ended up scaring me, so we left that fucking room in the cinema, and we went next door and saw Superman Returns.
Oh, really?
And then we watched that instead, yeah. Because I got scared. That's the only time I've ever walked a movie.
Huh.
But I guarantee if I ever saw an Amy Schumer movie, I would walk out after setting the movie theater on fire. Fuck Amy Schumer.
You fucking pig.
Oh, got him. All
Yeah,
right,
she's a
you don't
piggy.
got to go that far.
Piggy.
Okay, is there anyone that you like? Okay, we're not like big time content creators, so we don't know a lot of like creators. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking. This is gonna be a creative question. Creative question. What's great? But is there any content creator out there that you like, but you don't like their content?
Sorry, they're messing with your fucking fence.
Yeah, they're probably from the city.
They don't look like they're from the city. It's fine. Hey, they're gone now. What was the question? They're right over there now. I can hear them.
Fuck you.
What was your question? What's your question, soldier?
Oh, I forget it now. There's someone screaming at their phone. It was this, dumbass. I have no idea. God, fuck you.
It was like if something from like a movie or something.
No idea.
If you could be a dog, what would you do?
Is there any content creator out there today that you like, but you don't like their content? I'm gonna hit you.
PewDiePie.
With love. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You like him, but you don't like his videos?
Yeah, I like his person. I like his personality. I like what he does. I support everything that he does. I just don't like his videos.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Not the kind of person to watch it.
Because I feel that way. Do you know who Emma Chamberlain is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, she was on Cody Co's podcast, and that's where I found her.
Grift it?
No, I fucking hate that guy. That guy's fucking... Have you seen his videos?
Yeah, I know. They're pretty garbage.
Pathetic. Fucking weeb. But I'm not. No. But she was on Cody Co's podcast. And if you guys don't know who Emma Chamberlain... I'm sure you fucking... I don't know why you don't, but you're kind of weird.
I might have seen a couple videos of hers before.
Probably not. I doubt you have seen her videos.
Fucking guys are back. Touching your fence.
We may have to end it here in a minute. But anyway, she was on Cody Co's podcast, and she's like the person, she started making videos for like a year. In her first month, she like uploaded every single day, and then all of a sudden she just blew up. Like she has 7 million followers now, or subscribers.
Wow.
Like she's huge, and
Gus
people
Johnson
fucking
has like
love
what, 15 million?
1 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just hit 1 million.
Oh, it was 1.5.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gus Johnson fucking rules, though. I love that guy. But I like her on Cody Co's podcast, and she's like 17, and she has 7 million followers. But
Really?
she's like not cancerous.
She's our age?
Yeah, she's younger than us. Well, I guess she's your age. But she's a little, yeah, she's our age because she's a little bit younger than me, just probably by a couple months. But like she blew the fuck up. But she's not like a cancerous kid who's like cringy or anything like that. She's like really fucking funny. I'm gonna kill something. I don't know what it is, but she's really fucking funny.
I think it's those guys ringing the doorbell.
And I like her on Cody Co's podcast, but I can't watch her videos.
Right.
I want to, and like I force myself to watch them because I like her. I think she's the funniest fucking person because she's like a relatable teen.
Yeah, and I don't know how you
watch
can.
her videos.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know.
But you watch some of PewDiePie's videos.
Yeah, I watch every once in a while.
But do you ever get
every
like
couple-
bored midway through because like I just don't like this video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like you like him?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate that feeling. I've never had that. She's the only person I've had that feeling with.
That and
Which is weird because like I kind of edit my videos the same way she does. Like it's kind of very. You'll
I
have
was
to
gonna
watch it,
say
let me know.
y'all, but I could watch an hour-long zombies video.
I can only do that when I'm tired. You Always Win is a channel that we both really fuck with.
Yeah, we
well,
love.
especially when we were younger.
Yeah.
We love those guys. They're really
I
good
still
guys.
love them. I was gonna say y'all, but I deeply regret even thinking about it because I could watch any of their videos anytime.
I like Meaty. I like Meaty and I like Guns and I like their main channel, but I can't watch all their videos.
Right.
I can't do it because like one, I'm not a gamer. I don't really fuck with games. So when they start talking about games, I just zone out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Meaty, I like him. I love him. I was like one of my favorite people. I really look up to the guy. But like I just can't watch all of his videos because like the way that I act and the way that I do life is so different from them. Because I'm like, hey, fuck you guys. But they're like, hey, what's up, friend? You know, they're like really sweet guys. But I don't know. I tweeted at them a while ago and I'm like, hey, I do an adventure vlog series. You guys want to be on it? No one responded. Yeah, I wonder why. We'll get there. Don't worry about it, boys.
We'll get big and then we'll show him who's boss.
Yeah, well, no. We're gonna blow up here in a minute. Don't worry about it. I don't really. I mean,
what's our crime stats?
We're at an hour.
Crime stats.
Let's end it with regrets. Do you have any regrets at 17-year-olds?
Oh man. I have a lot of regrets.
You really?
Mm-hmm. Some of them are private. Some of them are.
Well, just say like one. That's like a big regret for you.
A big regret for me is. Well, I guess I still have a chance, but a big regret for me is not talking to my crush.
I know who it is, but they don't know. Do you want to tell them?
No.
Do you want to tell her? The world's watching.
No.
50 million people. That's how many we get on listeners.
No.
So just go for it, dude. I'm not going to turn this into a fucking therapy episode because you always try and do that with me, but...
But, like, I don't know why, but, like, I feel like I've missed my chance.
No.
I feel like I've completely missed it.
Welcome back to therapy.
Just because, like, at this point, like, in high school, like, everybody's, like, attracted to one person because you've had a relationship with them since, like, middle school.
Yeah, like, we're attracted.
Right,
That's why we have gay sex all the time.
Exactly.
I'm kidding.
Wait, cut that. No, but, so, like, she had been dating this guy or whatever since, like, middle school.
Is like...
And then, like, yeah, I know. I told you. Most of my regrets are, like...
I said mention one that's, like, not a private one, man.
I don't really have any that are not, like, private. I don't know. I just feel like
I hate you.
I feel like I just missed my chance on that. I don't know. Another regret that I can think of is, like,
Mm-hmm.
8th grade. Yeah. 8th grade.
What?
It was my best year of my life so far, but I regret it. Like, I regret my choices. Because I was the kid that dressed with... I had, like, jeans on. I had that belt, you know, and then I'd wear, like, a button-up, like...
Did you tuck it in?
Yeah, and then I tucked it in, and then I had
nerd.
my glasses and my braces, and then I'd wear that leather jacket over it. Yeah, I'd wear that leather jacket over it, and then I also brought...
I do remember that. Do I? Yeah,
that
I do.
Walkman to school,
what the
every
fuck?
day.
No, that was good. The Walkman
it was good, but it was just
the
like
Walkman was dope.
That was before I bought, like, an actual Walkman, so it was just like a Sony tape recorder, like a one, or you just, like... Episode 5, Volume 3, you know? It's like one of those where, like, you record that on a tape. Exactly.
Make sure you click it again.
So, but I would just, like, put my...
You want to stop it.
Oh, yeah. I'd put, like, my headphones in it or whatever and just listen to music like that. But, like, it was just, like, not an actual Walkman. So...
Do you regret doing that, though?
Yeah, I kind of regret the way... I regret my decisions in 8th grade.
I regret not being more aware at a younger age. Like, I'm fucking glad that we are the way that we are. Like, we're so aware of shit. Like, we're not like cancer. We're not like Logan Paulers or whatever. Fuck those guys. Honestly. Okay, fuck them and fuck Amy Schumer. I don't know what's wrong with me this episode, but fuck everyone.
Yeah, literally fuck everybody.
Except for you guys. And, I guess, your parents.
Can only snap with one hand.
Fuck Aunt May, though. Honestly.
Honestly, dude, fuck her.
You want to?
Wait, what is it? That's
You're going home or I'm fucking Aunt May.
That's like the end of the podcast. You want to?
Yeah, I don't think I really have that. My only regret right now is, like, not uploading more videos. Like, that's why I'm, like, trying to bust them out now. Because, like, I've noticed now that I can edit fast enough to where I can just pump out videos, but, like, I haven't been doing that.
Do it, dude. Pump her. Oh, by the way,
I don't really have that many regrets.
you got that fucking wallpaper to me like lickety split, bro.
Yeah. I'm, like, on it, dude.
Yeah, I'm kind of on my game, like, right now.
I could, jerk you off if you want to. Wouldn't take long.
Yeah! Sorry, I might have just...
Yeah, I don't... I mean, we're at an hour, so I think we're going to kill this one.
Kill it.
Sorry, this one was a little bit more random.
I mean, I thought it was good. I liked it.
You like every episode.
Mm-hmm.
Endgame. You guys gonna see it? We are.
Don't look at Instagram. I've already seen spoilers.
Tony Stark's dad dies!
Oh no!
Sorry.
Oh, he's already dead.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this fucking episode.
But I've already seen spoilers on accident. Like, there was this one where it was like...
Really? You're gonna tell the spoiler
just how they, like, grabbed me and how they, like, made me read it.
Who grabbed you?
A woman. No.
A woman.
No, so there was, like, this meme or whatever, and it had, like, the dog or, like, Doge or whatever, you know? And then it was like, oh, hi, like, Penny. or Mom, this is Penny, the girl that I texted you about, and she was like, oh, hi, Penny, like I made an extra plate of dinner, like, do you want it or whatever? And then you'd swipe over, and it was like all of like the fucking spoilers for the movie, and like I read the first like 5 words, and it said in Endgame Iron Man, like, and then it was just like
Oh my god, so he probably fucking dies.
no, I just read Iron Man. Griffin.
I'm not gonna see the movie until everything's already spoiled.
Griffin,
anyway, so
you don't even like that.
I
movie
do
anyway.
like it.
You don't even like movies.
I want to see the end one.
You don't like.
I don't like
movies.
it.